no! They done woke up Warhammer. Another domino is falling. Another empire has fallen in the wall of the woke. I was listening to a video about this earlier, and I was like, they got to Warhammer? See, I was very excited about the Henry Cavill Warhammer project. See, Henry Cavill is the reason why I'm excited about it. Do you know why? First of all, he's arguably the greatest Superman ever. Second of all, he cares about the character. Third of all, he absolutely cared about the Witcher role. He understood it. He played the games. He read the books. He knew what he was talking about. He left because he could no longer deal with not being true to the project. So then when you hear that he's got his hands on this project, he's going to bring it to us, you're excited. Well, if what they're doing now bleeds into his series, I believe it's going to be, then we're in trouble. Hopefully he didn't get any ESG loans. See, this is what I'm talking about, where I'm like, I've read enough articles, I've seen enough videos, made enough of my own videos, and I know enough people in the industry to where I'm like, I'm starting to connect dots, and I'm thinking some of these people are pushed into making these movies, these television series, these comic books, these cartoons, whatever have you, in a way they do not want to, but they're contracted, or they got a loan, or the producer says this, or the director says that. You'd be surprised at the messages we get. There's a lot of big people that do not like what is going on. Numerous Warhammer players are canceling their subscriptions and announcing a boycott of Games Workshop after the company retconned their Adeptus Custodes faction to add females. So, what I was listening to earlier said that if you read their lore, these guys have always been men. They're in particular chosen to be male. Okay? So they have apparently certain female factions in their lore too, though. They're strictly female. So it's like, why are they doing this? And you know why they're doing this? Just for that reason. Modern audiences. This was something I was really looking to get into. And now it feels soured. People were telling me how good the games was. I was looking to play some either before or after, especially if the Henry Cavill project was going to be good. I'm like, okay, it'll definitely get me into it. I've seen some Warhammer cinematics and some game trailers before. And I've always thought to myself, it's something that I really might want to get into. But I definitely don't want to get into anything that's going to be pushing a message to preach to people when they didn't have to because of a loan or boxes that they're checking. We all know there's nothing wrong with men or women being in certain categories of this or that, or your sexuality. We've all been inclusive for a very long time in entertainment. The problem is we know what you're doing. And the fact that we know what you're doing, when you do it, it irritates the hell out of us. And then we want no part of it because we know why you're doing it. Excerpts from the upcoming 10th edition of Codex Adeptus Custodes revealed that Games Workshop, or is it Custodes? I don't know, but Custodes sounds better. Adeptus Custodes, that just sounds right. Revealed that Games Workshop was adding females to the all-male faction. One excerpt reads, Custodian Calades Valia Kesh stood upon the bridge of a Cobra-class destroyer named Vigilant Flame. The warship belonged to the mighty battle fleet Solar. She lingered in the shadow of that back of the bridge, positioned at a spot where she could observe the actions of every crew member, be they in the instrumentation pits at the armament shrines, or in the case of Shipmaster. Okay. All right. So, another excerpt makes it clear that Kesh is indeed female, given that she wields a guardian spear. It states Kesh was warned before anyone else aboard, sensing a sudden. I don't have to read that. Games Workshop confirmed the retcon, but chose to gaslight its own fans and players by claiming that there have always been female custodes. The company posted on X since the first of the 10,000 were created. There have always been female custodians. Following this retcon, the subsequent gaslighting from Games Workshop, numerous hobbyists, enthusiasts, and former customers have canceled their subscriptions to Games Workshop's subscription service Warhammer and have pledged to boycott the company going forward. He explained why he canceled and why he's boycotting in a subsequent post. For those asking what happened, GW disrespected their lore by changing decades-old lore of the Custodes, only taking males from the high-born families of Terra to become Custodes, to women can be Custodes now too. And they've totally always been a thing since the beginning, even though they've never been mentioned in any codex or BL book before. We totally aren't doing this for ESG money. Oh boy. Well, I guess they've got something to deal with here. Also, I heard in the video that I was listening to earlier that fans were going and pulling stuff from their lore and posting. Just posting it all day. Like, nope, always been male. This page of this book, male. This page from this book, always been male. Don't lie to us, don't gaslight us. I tell you the truth, with the two poster boys of woke and going broke, Bud Light and Disney, I don't understand why companies are still doing it. Maybe they're still stuck in contracts from loans and stuff that they've gotten in the past, and now they're bringing stuff out, and they know what they're getting into now. So any company that's continuing to do it, it's just self-sabotage. Post comments down below, let me know what you all think. Should I still play the Warhammer games? Let me know. And what's the best one to play? 10 million subscribers. Woo!